Hey angels, I hope you're well. This is what's coming in the month of June for Virgos. And I will say, Virgo, I feel like the last readings I've done for you specifically have been a little rough, but it feels like June's going to be a turning point. So we did get some positive things before I get into the cards, particularly through music. So, and it does seem like there may be a new love situation coming in, or something improving, something going to the next level at least. Because, well, first for like the new energy coming in, I got Para el fin del mundo el año by Lhasa de Sela, which she's singing about like a new year coming, but like still missing somebody from the past. But it's like, even despite the hurt of past situations, like you're moving into something new. We also have Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer, and Little Fang by A.V. Terror. And then I was picking up on cardigans, even though we're entering June, but that could be like more of a comfort thing right now. Or maybe you get cold easily, I don't know. But then it made me think of the song Love Fool by the Cardigans. And then finally, It's Your Move by Diana Ross. So, all that being said, let's get first, I want to get 3 Oracle cards from the Ascended Masters deck, and then we'll move into Tarot. But this feels a lot better than what I feel like Virgo has been going through. Let's get one more. Okay. I need to call this stuff because I really felt crystals, like this card in this deck for Virgo. But it's like particularly something about the unicorn is relevant. I don't know if the last unicorn may be a significant maybe to you, but something about Virgo finally feeling ready to like stand out in the crowd. It's like, you know, the Hermit card is Virgo's signature card, and I feel like you're coming out of a hermit mood of sorts this summer. Something about rainbows too, which we are in Pride Month, so happy Pride. But crystals could be significant, even if we look at it in the sense that like most crystals come from, well, they do come from the earth, but like from the ground. Something about being more grounded at this time. And then we have find the blessings in your current situation, which I feel like you have, which has led to this new energy coming in. I think there's finally a sense of being okay with letting go from the stuff of the past. Even if it comes to like grudges, like even if you are begrudgingly letting it go, there's something about finally being able to lay something to rest. Then we have Go Now with Serapis Bay. So, 2 with one of the songs being It's Your Move by Diana Ross. This may be calling you to step out, to put yourself out there more, to do what it is you've been waiting on. You know, if there's something in particular that you've been like waiting to happen, what if it's not going to happen until you make it happen, right? There needs to be a little bit of action and initiative put forward at this time towards what it is you want, but I feel like you're like brave enough now. Let's see what else is coming in for Virgo. So we have the Nine of Swords and the King of Swords. Let me get one more clarifier card. The Ten of Cups. Okay. So when I say it's your move now, and Hermit on the bottom of the deck, I was just saying you're coming out of Hermit mood. I feel like that's where some of this Nine of Swords has been. And I think too, like, it's almost like you had this energy of preparing for something, but not being quite sure like what it is you're preparing for. And so there is kind of like you may need to blindly trust at this time, but there may be a King of Swords figure in your life. Oh, I say that this is Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like it still fits because it's like overthinking what it is you want to build, like not being sure of what you want to build towards. But in you being able to put yourself out there, even if it's in blind faith to a degree, it's like you're calling this in. And I feel like this King of Swords is more external than being the energy you're holding right now. While you are very discerning, it's almost like there's been a cushion on your discernment at times in the past because of your ability to give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's like there's this external figure here, this external King of Swords, that has a similar disposition, but it's almost like some of the lessons that you have recently learned or are currently integrating, this person has already mastered that. And so you think of this person as your Ten of Cups, and this could be the person that like the songs were kind of channeling. But I think what may be throwing you off, like I was thrown off with Nine of Pentacles versus Nine of Swords energy here, is they may come off as a little bit more cold than what you were hoping or anticipating for. And why is that? Why is that? Oh, we had one flip. Ace of Cups. Well, this is confirming for me that this is the connection. That if romantic possibility resonates for you, this is the connection. But I think that they just hold really high standards and boundaries now when it comes to the relationship that they're willing to enter. I get Libra, but I also get Scorpio, which I know is a water sign, but I also get Scorpio off of this as a possibility. Now, when I say high standards, obviously there's something about you that meets those standards, and I don't think that's a bad thing to have when it comes to connections, because I actually feel like nowadays dating is seen as so much more casual than it should be if you are looking for long-term commitment, that this person, you know, wanting to, and you should be doing the same, but this person wanting to make sure that everything is aligned is a very strong point. It does feel like this is a big focus for you this month, Virgo. And more so, the Hanged Man, more so this aspect of going back out there again. Now, I don't think you need to like be on dating apps or like force yourself to go out, but I think there will be opportunities presented that has you kind of like reevaluating possibly the negative mindset that you've been in the last few months, which again, I understand. I feel like Virgo's kind of been through it this year, but the sun on the bottom of the deck, now that we're entering summer, I do feel like the wheel is turning for you in a positive direction. Let me see what else. Yeah, we have Strength and Three of Wands. So it's like you've been waiting for this. Like I said, there's been this feeling of like you're preparing yourself for something and you don't know what it is. You've been doing the hard work this year, and I feel like this second half is going to be a lot lighter for you in many different ways. And particularly if there is certain effort you've put forth in certain areas leading up to this point, even if it's just trying to get your shit sorted out, you're going to see that that causes an ease. Like there's less that you have to arrange in the second half of this year than leading up to this point. Let me see if there's any last messages for Virgo. Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. Yeah, don't lock yourself out of new connections because of past situations. Remember, everyone that we meet is here for a reason, season, or lifetime, as cheesy as that sounds. But everything is placed for a reason, and putting yourself out there, you do risk getting hurt, but you also stand to meet lasting connections that provide happiness and abundance. And anyways, I love you all. I will see you next